Hey everyone, it's Andy from ACC Crappie Sticks. We're out here in Arizona on Lake Havasu. This has been on my bucket list for 15 years. We're chasing these big monster red ear. We're out here with Nick Young from Nick Young Outdoors and some other buddies. You know who they are. And Nick, tell us a little bit about you, what we're doing, and how to get a hold of you for one of these trips.
Sure, yep. Like you said, I own Nick Young Outdoors. We're a guide service. We operate 6-7 days a week out here. We live on the lake. Usually I get here in the morning at about 5:50. I leave at 7 at night. So we have a real good understanding about how this lake works. We're gonna be out here chasing the famous giant red ears, #1 in the world. We broke the world record 3 different times on this lake. It's currently over 6 pounds. These fish are feeding up on the mussel shells out here, the kawaga mussels. They grow to giant size. I mean, I put thousands of them over the rail and it just never gets old. I mean, every single time, we put 3 of them in the boat already today, over 15 inches, and every single time you see one come up, it's just like, what am I looking at? I mean,
it's so underrated. It's hard to find a guide out. It's not everybody wants to do it, and I live 1,000 miles from here, and I've been wanting to do it for 20 years. So we're excited about it.
It's gaining popularity for sure, but yeah, it's a lot of work chasing these fish. It's not a gimme. This isn't a lake like the ones you're used to that are just packed full of bluegill or packed full of sunfish where you're gonna get numbers. It's a lot like elk hunting or deer hunting. You're out here to notch your belt,
Yeah.
You're out here to get that fish of a lifetime. And then, once you do, you're a winner. But it is, you are hunting and you really are hoping to get that fish over, 14, 15 inches out here, so.
Well, sounds good. Let's go do it.
Let's go find them.
All right.
So I was just letting these guys know here kind of what we're doing, the method to the madness. Right now we're fishing shallow. These fish are coming up for the first time this year, and they'll come up and they'll get shallow in sun, and they'll kind of gain their composure, get warm, and then they'll move back out, stage for a little while, and then they'll come back up and do their bedding. So I don't know if you can see over here, but we got some brush piles in the water right here. Wood typically warms up first, and so we're kind of looking for that wood, see if we can find some fish staging on that wood. I've seen 2 or 3 really big fish on a piece of wood as small as a small plate. I mean, that wood always warms up first, and so when they're coming up and trying to get themselves acclimated, they'll use the wood to do that. So we're in here targeting these wood piles right here and trying to get a big one off of that. And you may come in one day, fish it, nothing, come in the next day and there's 2 or 3 fish sitting on it. So we're just gonna cover some water and keep checking this kind of stuff, so. So another one of the types of cover that we look for on this lake is the pencil reeds. We got 2 different kinds of reed cover here. We've got the flat ones and the pencils. They will pull up on the flat reeds as well, but the pencil reeds, they really like to navigate through those. The mussel shells will congregate inside of these. So a lot of times they can go in there and get a meal and have cover. Usually if you can find ones that have escape water near them, you're gonna have it's gonna be more of a productive area than ones that have long, vast amounts of shallow water. They will go into both, but I usually look for ones that have the escape water. So we're in here targeting these pencil reeds right now and seeing if there's any fish cruising through here. There was a toad sitting sucked up right there on that earlier today. So when we're out here chasing down these red ear, everybody wants to come out and catch numbers. It really isn't like that out here. We're hunting for the big fish here. We're trying to get these guys a trophy. So our goal is the 15-inch mark. That's what we're shooting for. And you gotta really come out and search for these fish. You gotta put your nose to the grindstone, cover a lot of productive water to try to get what you're looking for. We do have blowout days where we knock them dead, catch 15, 20 fish a day. But generally, we're just hunting for those couple giants, trying to get those big fish. The best fish finder for these red ear, I have Lowrance Active Target, I have Garmin Live. The best fish finder on this lake is inside this box. It's a night crawler. And this will find your fish for you. You want to just keep covering water with this night crawler. 3 world records have been broken on the night crawler. you know, this is gonna help you find what you're looking for. You know, you can have all the fancy equipment, but this is the numero uno. This is your good fish, your best fish finder for the red ear on this lake. So another tip for you guys, but you know, you gotta keep hunting. And if you keep that worm in the water and you just keep covering water, it'll help you find those schools of fish. It'll help you find those fish you're looking for. You got a net? I got a scale here if we have battery. Come on, 17-incher. Oh yeah. I pack these clips with me when I fish for these red ear. This is what they call an AccuCull clip. AccuCull, you can look them up. It's AccuCull. This clip will calm your fish down. You can weigh them without doing any harm. It has a patented gap in it right here. And what'll happen is when you go to take a picture, they'll flop all over. You stick that in there like that. You can weigh your fish right here through that without doing any harm to the fish. And also, I'll show you how to hold these things. So come over here, watch your rod tip, Andy. All right, so the best way to hold a red ear is just like this for a picture. You want to put your fingers tucked in and your thumbs behind like a trophy stand, because you don't want to be covering up your fish. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you want to hold them like this right here. That's how you get your best red ear picture right there. And see how calm he's being? It's because we've got this clip pinching a nerve in his mouth. And with that patented gap in his mouth, it's not going to do any harm to the fish. It's actually better for him, because if the fish flops out of my hand and thumps his head on the carpet, right, that's not good for the fish. So this will help you be able to release them. So let's put your fish, go just like this, both your hands. Tuck them in just like that. We're gonna make a picture stand. We're gonna just, don't even move it. I'm gonna set him in your hand for you. We're gonna set him right in that trophy stand. Now show the camera. Look at the belly on that thing.
Green rod up there.
All right, so we just got our second red ear out here. How was that fight with that fishing rod?
I thought it was a smallie the whole way.
That was awesome to watch, man. That was awesome.
It hit
Good job.
everything. It just, smallmouth.
Yeah, and it's just crazy when they're that big, huh? You think, you'll say, I don't think this is a red ear. I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
They're a hard fighting fish. And we actually broke one off earlier around the corner, didn't we?
Yep.
So, yeah, but that rod did the job, didn't it?
Well, that rod was a non-issue. I let the rod do the work.
Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, we put 1,000 of these fish in the boat, and that was, I want to fish with one.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty cool to watch. So
I'm gonna picked it up. I had no idea.
I'm gonna have to get one of these in my hand. So, all right. Well, we're gonna put it back in the lake here. Take this AccuCull clip out of its mouth, and we're gonna send it back on its way here. So.
She's on there. Ooh. There you go. Not a monster, but that is a big one. There's nothing wrong with that fish at all. Look at that.
It's a fatty.
Fatty, very fatty.
Look at the color in the cheek right there.
Yeah, those are beautiful fish. How do you tell the difference? Do the females have more orange or red gills?
They have two holes back here, so it looks like a male to me.
Okay. Are they have brighter colors? Do they have different colors?
You know, males always tend to have brighter colors in nature, but you can see right here, this color right here will vary. It'll go anywhere from an orange to a yellow right through here. A lot of times the females tend to just be bland right through here. So, nice male.
Awesome. Let's get him back in, do his thing. Right,
yeah.
Not a giant, but a pretty fish. Not as big as Ken's over there. We didn't hurt him though.
Sunfish, they're named shellcrackers. They have these two plates down there inside their mouth. The two plates come together to crush the food. So they'll put that mussel shell in there and they'll crush the food with those two plates. That's how they get the crawdads smashed up and the mussel shells smashed up. When I have these fish in my live well and I'm done at the end of the day, taking photos, I go to throw the fish back, and the live well is just plumb full of crushed up shells, crawdad claws and things like that. So they like anything with a hard shell. So we're just gonna do a quick release on this fish here and get him back in the water. Can't grow 4-pounders in the frying pan, right? Right. All right. Woo! Yeah! You got a tape measure in there?
Yeah.
So tell me, how was that fight?
Oh man, it was awesome.
Yeah?
It was awesome.
Did he hit it hard?
Hit it just about once. I felt him, and then next thing I know, he's taking off with it.
Welcome to the club, man.
Yep.
That's a fish of a lifetime right there, dude. Show the camera the belly of that thing.
You can see just compared to my fist,
Yeah.
you know how big the belly is on that.
Let's get a weight real quick on it here.
Oh, I said, I saw him from back there.
There you go. Hee haw. You got him?
Here,
No ACC crappie stick.
It was 211. Hold up, yeah, that's going back and forth. Hold on. It was 211 at first. All right. Little guy. But they're here. Little guy? Yep, scored her.
All right, guys, we're wrapping up day one out here on Lake Havasu chasing these monster red ear with Nick Young Outdoors. He has helped us out a lot. This is not easy to do. This is not a numbers game, but it is a monster fish game. And it's not, we've never seen anything like it before.
Trophy hunting, yeah.
Trophy.
Red ear, bluegill over 2 pounds. It's insane. You never see anything like it. So anyway, we're gonna show you the fish. We're gonna wrap it up and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.